Alright, this is multiplication practice number 4. So if you have the companion assignment that goes with it, we're going to go through the first 3 practice problems. If you don't have the companion assignment, then at least you'll get a few practice problems to work on. So we're going to be multiplying 3-digit by 2-digit. So we're going to go and dive right in. Now in previous videos, I have used multiple colors to show the different partial products. I'm not going to do that today because as this is the 4th video I've done on it, if you still need that, then you are welcome to go back and look at some of those previous videos. But as I've stated previously, you guys are not going to have multicolored pencils to be doing your math on most of the time. So that was a good strategy to use just to get you guys started, but now we need to do it more like what you will be doing on your paper and what you'll be seeing on your paper. Okay, so let's dive right in. So first problem I've got is 770 times 54. I am going to use the arrows for the first few problems, but I think on the last one I'm just going to do it how you would probably normally do it on your paper. Alright, so on this first one, draw my arrows from the 4 all the way down the row. And as I've said before, even if I added extra digits up here to this top number, I would just keep on going. Alright, so we're going to start. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 7 is 28, carrying my 2. 4 times 7 is 28 again, plus 2 gives me 30. Alright, I'm done with my 4. Circle it just as a reminder that I'm done with it, and I'm now multiplying by 50, and since I'm multiplying by 50, I've got to add my placeholder. Alright, 5 times 0 is 0. I'll do my arrows for my 5, although they're going to be kind of a mess and hard to see. But 5 times 7 gives me 35, carrying my 3. 5 times 7 gives me 35 again, plus 3 gives me 38. Then I will add up my 2 partial products. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 0 plus 5 is 5, and 3 plus 8 is 11, carrying my 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4. Now I went a little fast on that one, so if I went a little too fast for you, I will slow down on this next one a little bit. On to number 2. Alright, number 2, we are going to do 262 times 29. I don't think I'm going to do the arrows this time. I will talk through the steps, and I'll try to point a lot with my marker so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I don't think I'm going to do the arrows for these last 2. Now, again, I want to try to get closer and closer to what you guys will ultimately just be doing on your paper. Okay? Alright, so we're going to start with the 9. We're going to multiply 9 times 2, which gives us 18. Carry my 1, and then I'm just moving down the line. So 9 times 6 gives me 54, plus 1 gives me 55. Carry my 5. Then continue to move down the line. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 3 gives me, excuse me, jumping ahead. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 5 is 23. My brain was giving me the answer before I completed all the steps. So there's my first partial product. And again, just going down the line with the 9, 9 times 2, then 9 times 6, then 9 times 2 again. If I had another number out here, I'd just keep on going. And I'd just keep adding numbers here to the end until I got to the last number up here. Alright, finished with my 9. Go and cross out those numbers I carried. And now on to my 2. And again, circling my 9 just to remind me I'm done with it. And now I'm multiplying by 20. So I'm going to put my placeholder down. 2 times 2 gives me 4. 2 times 6 gives me 12. Carry a 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 gives me 5. So I've Got my two partial products now, and now all I'll have to do is add them up, and I'll be finished. 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 4 is 9. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. And so I get 7,598. All right, let's go to our last problem. At least the last problem on the video. If you're doing the companion assignment, you've still got 9 more after this. Lucky you! All right, 807 times 18. All right, here we go. 8 times 7, 56. Carry my 5. 8 times 0, 0 plus 5 is 5. 8 times 8, 64. Done with my 8, so I'm going to circle it. Now I'm multiplying by 10, so I can put my 0 down. And since I'm multiplying by 10, lucky me, I'm going to go ahead and go through the steps on this, but there's something I could do if I wanted to that would make this just super, super easy. But let's just go ahead and go through the steps just for the practice. All right, so we've put our placeholder down because now I'm multiplying by 10. So now I've got 1 times 7 gives me 7. 1 times 0 gives me the 0. And 1 times 8 gives me 8. Now, once I had gotten to this point, what I could have done is, since I know I'm multiplying by 10, I know anything multiplied by 10, I just add a 0 onto the end, which is really what I did here. I ended up with 8,070 as my partial product, which really is just 807 with a 0 on the end. So I could have just written down, after I put my placeholder down, I could have just written down 807. And some of you may have seen that and done that, and that's awesome. All right, final step. I'm going to add my partial products up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry my 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 0 is 5. And 6 plus 8 gives me 14. Again, guys, I went a little faster on these. I didn't use the multiple colors on any of them. I didn't even use the arrows on number 2 and number 3. And the reason for that is I want to move closer and closer to what you will be doing on your paper. All right? You're not going to want to continue to write all those arrows and everything every single time. That's just a way to help you get the steps and get the process down. You can kind of think of that like training wheels. Eventually you need to take the training wheels off because you want to go faster. That's why you take your training wheels off, because you want to go faster. You want to have a little bit more speed. And that's the same thing with a lot of the math things we do. Is we do some of these things to help us learn the process, and then once we have the process down, we don't have to keep doing those things. Even circling my 8 here, there will come a time where you won't even need to do that, because you'll just remember, hey, I'm multiplying by a 2-digit number. So the first row, I just multiplied that first number just like normal, and then this second partial product, I always know I got to put my placeholder down. That's just going to be an automatic thing I don't even have to think about.